Hello everyone, I'm Silent Death, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Science Harder Campaign. Today, we are picking up where we left off last time, getting some Graviolis readings. Here we have a stripped down version of the RD spaceplane, the RD2. We've taken off the rocket pods, changed the engines over to the squad turbojet engines, and chocked it full of liquid fuel. About 42,000 Delta V. Quite a lot. However, that has made it a little bit heavy. A lot heavy, in fact. So much so that landing is a mite bit difficult. So we are going to head further afield, use up some fuel, like say to the desert. We will climb a little bit, again using the stock jet engines, turbojet engines, whatever they're called. The pretty ones, the ones with the nice blue flame. Try to get up and see where our kind of ideal altitude is for speed and fuel efficiency and all that kind of stuff. Went a little bit too high there. The engine's kind of cut out once you get above 20-ish K. Dropping back down and pulling back up. Lots of heating effects, though our temperature's fine. And our Q is okay too. Now we're starting to speed up 3.4, 3.5, 3.6. Really speeding up quickly. We only have like 0.5 thrust to weight, so we're accelerating pretty rapidly. Mach 4. About 21 kilometers height, and that seems to be pretty good. Holding at Mach 4, slowing down a little bit. Engines are overheating a little bit too. Though we've shut them down so that we can go land. Nice hard little turn there. Want to land so that we can try to grab a highland biome while we're at it. Pulling up, or trying to. Mach 0.6. So we're going fairly fast. Or we could go to the ice caps, the poles. I hear they're nice this time of year. We'll make a hard bank turn straight to the north. A very hard bank turn. Might even want to use a little RCS here, but we are ending up facing north. Try to hit that perfect niche, whatever it said. You know what I mean. That's all that matters. 2200, and we're actually dropping speed, so we'll lower that a little bit. 21500. Okay, now we're accelerating. We'll drop it a little bit more though. .43 thrust to weight. And we're now accelerating nicely. Now we have quite a long journey up to the north, using up lots and lots of fuel. Make ourselves lighter, so that hopefully we can land. The engines are overheating again, are starting to overheat, generating a little bit extra heat. Not as much as the B9 ones, but just a little bit. I think you could probably go all the way around the planet though, and not have to worry about heat. I'm not sure if the radiators we have on these are keeping them from overheating too much, or if it's just, you know, how they normally do. But we have made it to the poles, or to the tundra actually. The poles are right there though. We'll slow down a little bit. And then we will turn off the brightness thing and try that approach again, because that was a little bit hard to see. Getting a little bit slow, a little bit wobbly too. Dropping pretty fast. Mach 3 at 16 kilometers. Q is at 32 kilopascals. Should be fine there. A lot of things are overheating though. Red and orange bars, or green and orange bars. Greenish orange bars? Yellow and orange bars. Let's go with that. Lime and orange bars. Mach 1.6 and 11,500 meters. We're still dropping pretty quickly. Gear up, brakes off, so that we can drop even faster. Keep our speed up. I think we may have been going too slow in our previous landing attempts. Plus we have a lot of flat land to land on. So we should be able to just touch down going pretty fast and use the parachutes to slow us down. At least that is the plan. Q is getting up there. Mach 1.2. We'll nudge the brakes to slow ourselves down a little bit. And back off. Just got Q back in the clear. Gear down for a little bit more air breakage. Dropping rapidly. Q's climbing again. We're at Mach 0.85. 700 meters, pulling up a little bit. Trying to keep our vertical speed about a tenth of our altitude, roughly-ish, as we get lower and lower. .250 meters, 25 meters per second down. I want to touch pretty lightly, somewhere around 3 meters per second, so that we don't get a bounce and bend our wings and crash. We're low enough that we can deploy the parachutes if we want to. There they go. And touchdown. We made it. Finally. Some science. The Graviolis are all huddled together and you can't get an accurate reading. Even they are freezing their butts off out here. Poor Graviolis. Okay. So now we will stop. We will collect the science, repack the chutes, and take back off. Off we go. Just a little hop over to the tundra that we passed just a moment ago. Don't need to be going that fast. Already getting a little bit overheated. So we've cut our speed a bit. And there's the tundra right there. Shore exhaust craps, tundra. Our final approach. A little bit harder to land with the terrain and not being flat, especially when we want to hit with such a low vertical speed. Still pretty heavy. Actually, we're climbing a little bit because the terrain is going up. Using our parachutes to help slow us down a little bit more. They're still in the semi-deployed phase. And there they go. A little bit hard of a bounce there. Brakes. And we're revving off again. Don't crash. Ooh, that was a little bit tough. Don't flip over. Science! Okay, lots of science here. Apparently we have not landed here before. You don't think this would be a nice place to settle? Or something? Okay, so we will grab the science, pack the chutes, and take back off. Now, we have to go somewhere over in here, which is where the Badlands is. I don't know exactly where they are. So we're just kind of guessing. We went way too high. We climbed way too fast. Because I was messing with the waypoint thing. And not paying attention to my vertical speed. But now we're getting where we need to be. And zooming in. Keep going. Still 700 kilometers away. Thank goodness for time warp. And for pilot assist, which allows me to time warp. Alright, so it's somewhere around in here. So we're just going to fly around a little bit until we find the Badlands. Highlands, Grasslands, Badlands. We found them. We're on final approach. There's it. I did not see the ground coming there. Brakes, come on, brakes. There we go. Very bumpy terrain. And more science. The gravity here is just gravity. The science said it would something. Now, we are back off towards the desert. Going to try that again. So we're flying past the KSC. We have quite a ways to go again. Just zooming along. Mach 4.25 now. Still only 0.58 thrust. Pretty good. Crossing, there's a little island, more ocean. Really just zooming along, using lots of gas. And what a lovely sunset. Sunrise. And that kind of looks like desert down there. And according to Kerbal Engineer it is, so we're going to overshoot it, which means we need to pull up hard and do a little bit of a half loop. And come in for a landing here. We're much lighter now. So we can land without tipping over. Looks like one of our air brakes are kind of bugged. They aren't cooling off. But it is time for some more science. Dried bones scattered on the ground. Feel the tug of Kerbin's gravitational pull as you near the Earth, or something else. Now, the hardest for last, or well, the second hardest for last. The hardest we aren't going to do. The hardest would be the mountains. The second hardest would be the highlands, which should be right near this mountain. So we're just waiting until the biome changes. And there it goes. Slowing down, gear, brakes, everything, parachutes. Don't crash into that hill, please. And touchdown. Graviolis seem very weak here. Maybe it has something to do with the high altitude. Okay. Now then, it is back to the KSC. Turning. There we go. At least it's easy to turn when we're not going very fast. Lining ourselves up approximately near the runway. We are technically aiming off the runway because we want to hit the grass and not the runway. We want to land near our other craft we have down there. Diving pretty rapidly. Pull up, and parachutes. Touchdown. Okay, brakes. Slow us down to slow enough that we can turn. Parachutes go away. Okay, the parachutes did not go away. It doesn't matter. We'll just turn around and head towards our science reservoir. There's no one in that other craft anymore because it had run out of food and water and all that stuff. A little bit of speed. And we'll manually cut these chutes. But this is going to be it for this episode. We're going to leave Bill, Bob, and Jeb out here parked next to our science reservoir. And next time, we will pick up here and do something with all this fabulous Graviolis science. Like if you like, subscribe if you're not. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. I do read all the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Assuming I don't crash into this space plane. Our plane. Not even a plane, is it? It's a vessel. Assuming I don't crash into this vessel. Turn. Oh yeah. That is just an awesome job of parallel parking. I wish I could do that well in real life.